G'day YouTube, QuietPenguin here, back for some more matchup analysis with my Molten Paladin deck. So today we're on the play and we're up against a Mage. So I'm going to go ahead and assume it's Mech Mage, although it could be Freeze Mage. Freeze Mage has gotten a little bit more popular recently, but I'm going to assume it's Mech Mage. And so the cards here, we're going to keep our Shielded Minibot, pretty much always keep this guy, and Equality, just because it has so many combos in the deck. We really get to have a ton of board wipes thanks to this, and there's the other half of our board wipe combo. So this is one of the best ways that you can beat a Mech Mage, is you sort of be able to wipe their board on turn 4, and then on turn 5 you can heal up and sort of undo all the hard work that they've done. Alright, so he's got a pretty aggressive start there with a turn 1 Mana Worm. Hopefully we can sort of stem the bleeding a little bit, but if we can't, we don't really care. We've also drawn a pretty good play next turn, which means we can sort of hold off for even longer on our combo here, which is good. Let's see what he's got. Coin to power up the Mana Worm. What else? A secret. Very suspicious. Alrighty then. So here it's probably Mirror Entity, but I don't really want to give him an Acolyte of Pain. So I'm going to attack the Mana Worm and make a dude and pass the turn. So for now, I'm just going to assume that this is a Mirror Entity until I have a reason to assume otherwise. It could be Duplicate, but I can't really see it. I don't think I'd coin out Duplicate on turn 2. Alright, Snow Chugger, so he's most likely Mech Mage. He could be some kind of Echo of Medivh Mage deck, but we shall see. Alright, so here I'm just going to put the Silverhand Recruit into the Mana Worm, and that way we'll find out whether or not it's Duplicate. No Duplicate. So I'm going to attack him for 2. And I'd like to play the Shredder here, but at the same time I really don't want to give him a Shredder. So I'm probably not going to proc this until we do the Wild Pyromancer Equality combo. I just really don't want to do it now, so I'm just going to make another dude and pass. So it's a little bit frustrating, the Mirror Entity here, but it's really not too big of a deal. I don't think it's going to change this game too much. We've drawn both our antique heal bots here, which is going to be pretty sweet. Looks like he's going to be using Hero Power, which is fine with me. And passes the turn, alright. So here, we could just True Silver and kill this off, but it's kind of a waste of a True Silver, and he's going to freeze us for next turn. I think that's okay though, simply because we just want to sort of get something with this later on. So when we attack this, it's going to freeze us for next turn, and he might try and use that as a window of opportunity to try and overextend a little bit. So hopefully overextends right into this Pyromancer combo. But I mean, we're at such a high life total, it really doesn't matter that much. Alright, low feb is fine. We're just going to dude up and pass. And then next turn we can probably get him with this and then play like an Acolyte of Pain. Let's see what else he has. Alright, Mad Scientist is fine. Kind of annoying though, because it's going to get out another Mirror Entity that we have to deal with. So we can actually kill that off first with the True Silver if we want to, and that way he won't get another Mirror Entity out of his deck. So if we do that, then we're going to be able to play the Acolyte of Pain. So is it worth wasting our True Silver charge to play Acolyte of Pain? And I think it is. We really just sort of want to try and get a bit of a board presence going here if we can. So start off by killing that. See what happens. Oh, he plays a second secret. That's interesting. So alright, so we're going to play Wild Pyro, which should trigger this one, yep. And Duplicate. Now, let's see, I believe if we trigger the Duplicate, Low Feb will go off. But we can deal with a couple of Low Febs. We've got all minions in our hand now anyway. That's not too big of a deal. And it's Duplicate. Play out this Acolyte of Pain and pass. So we're not in a fantastic spot. If we hadn't had the Duplicate, we would have been in a much, much better position. But that's okay. Yep, so it does indeed duplicate the one on the left. And Frostbolt to kill off Acolyte. That's alright. Hopefully we can draw an answer or something here. True Silver, you're not too bad. Alright, what's a new draw? And Equality. Equality will be good next turn, when he plays what I assume will be another Loatheb. So we're just going to build a nice board presence here using these shredders. And go from there. So there might be a little window of vulnerability here where we could die to like double Fireball or something, but hopefully we can sort of mitigate that a little bit. Alright, so he's just going to Flame Cannon. Hopefully he goes face with Loatheb, which he does. So now we can play Equality and clear off his board pretty nicely. We could Aldor Peacekeeper, but that doesn't really do much. Here, let's see, if we play Aldor Peacekeeper, it means we can play either True Silver or Molten as well. But we still can't kill off both Loathebs that way, so the only way we can kill off both Loathebs, I believe, is with Equality. So let's do that. So we'll get rid of the first one, and we'll get rid of our Shredder, see what we get. Hopefully we get like something amazing. That's acceptable. Make a dude. Pass the turn. Alright, so this was that point of vulnerability, guys, that I was talking about. Let's see. I don't think he can kill us from 14. We're just a little bit too high. Yeah, okay, so he's playing out a Wall Order Elemental. So he's playing... Okay, so he's definitely not playing Mech Mage. He's just playing more of a value Mage list, which is okay. They're fairly popular. And a pretty cool list, too. You can do a lot of customization with it. And it's really hard to play against, too. Which is pretty cool. The reason it's so hard to play against is there's so many options for Mage right now. So Sorcerer's Apprentice can trade off here. Then we can play Dr. Boom and Aldor Peacekeeper, the Water Elemental, which is pretty strong. We would be dead to double Fireball plus Ping though. So what else could we do? We could play double Anti-Healbot if we wanted to. That doesn't seem particularly great. We could do Molten Giant, then one Healbot, which doesn't seem too bad actually. So if we trade off here, because that's happening no matter what. So we could play a Molten Giant and then Healbot up to 22. Otherwise we could play Dr. Boom. So not a ton of advantages to Dr. Booming here or to playing either way. But the safest bet to not die is to play the Healbot. So I feel like we've got a pretty good shot at this game. Our hand's pretty good and his hand's starting to get low. So I just wanted to make the play that guarantees we're not going to lose this turn. So that's why I went for the Healbot play. But otherwise it's pretty close, I'd say. Okay, so he's playing an Alex Straza. That's interesting. Alright, so here I think is a pretty good turn for us to go Dr. Boom. We're still dead to double... let's see, we're still dead to double Fireball, which is a problem. So I could play around double Fireball, going Peacekeeper, Healbot, and it just gives us the best chance. So it's just the same as last time, so let's make the same play we did last turn. Make sure that we can't die to anything crazy. Now, because he's playing a value style deck, I have a feeling he could be playing something like Mind Control Tech. And honestly, if he Mind Control Techs us here at any point, we just die. Like, if he takes this Molten Giant, we are through. So I don't really think that it's worth either Hero Powering or Shielded Minibot just to play around the possibility of a Mind Control Tech. So I'm going to pass the turn there. Yeah, I'm just, again, I feel like we're in a pretty good spot here overall. I'm just trying to think of ways that we could possibly lose, and Mind Control Tech is one of them. So we can afford to play around it, so let's play around it. Bomb Lobber, come on. Alright. I don't know what we wanted him to hit there, but never mind. Alright, into Blood Mage Valnos, into Frost Icelance. This is a very interesting deck. He's like combined like Freeze Mage with like Echo Mage. Very interesting. Alright, so he's got us down. We're down to 10 now, which is kind of yucky. But we can taunt up here, which is nice, and we can also... Ah, no, we're frozen. Alright, so he's down to no cards in hand, though. That part I like a lot. So let's clear off as much of this board as we can. And now it's just a matter, I don't believe he's going to be playing any guys that have charge, so I feel like this is a pretty good Dr. Boom turn. Simply because we just really need to put as much pressure on him here as we can, and I don't think we can really afford to play around Mind Control Tech anymore with that, and I really don't think he has it if he's playing stuff like Ice Lance. Alright, what have you got? You've got a secret. I don't mind that too much. Wow, and that Frostbolt's pretty annoying. We can't True Silver. Pings us down to 6. We're in range of Fireball. 2 in 12, so it's like a 1 in 6 chance. Alright, let's go secret testing. Alright. So if we play the Sludge Belcher here, again, I just don't like. I doubt he's playing anything like Leroy Jenkins. So all playing the Sludge Belcher does is gives him a target for Mirror Entity, and then there's some kind of crazy possibility that he comes out of this. So I'm just going to make dude here and pass. I feel like this game's pretty much going to come down to whether or not he draws Fireball off the top. But we've put ourselves in the best position we possibly can to win, and we did it, guys. So I feel like this game was really good in showcasing when to play around stuff and when to just go for it. So we had a couple of turns there where we could have played out Dr. Boom and started to get a really nice board and win the game quickly, or we could take a more conservative play that mean we wouldn't die to random stuff like double Fireball. Or as it turns out, he could have killed us if we hadn't done that because he had the double Ice Lance. So that was a really good game, guys, to show you guys when to play conservative and when to stop playing conservative and just go all in. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.